Mega says like making a tape you don't want people to see. Hey, that's fine. But if something like I said before, if you have something that you have that's private on your stuff and somebody hacks in and does it, that's one thing. You do it. She dealt with the ramifications for it. For our boss and all to keep making jokes of it on live air, that's something different. But
for everybody who is tuning in, if you would like classes on false equivalency, I can hook you up with Mega's address. We'll get you ready.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. False equivalency. Thank you.
You want to argue apples to orange?
I know, man.
He's got you damn pat.
Gotcha. Man, what is she?
If you want to go into arguments not making a lick of damn sense, Mega's got you.
Let me talk out my ass for a minute there, folks. Oh, yeah. Let it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it all in. It is Friday night. Hello, Internet. Hello, my Twitch brethren. We are back. We are back with another episode of Shoot the Shit podcast here on the KNOE Network. And as always, I am joined with my co-host, Mr. Two Beers. What's up, sir?
Nothing. How's it going, good people? How you doing out there?
Oh man, you're starting to sound like Roku with the busted mic, sir. You're cutting in out there.
Is that bad?
Yeah, it's that bad, sir. Man, oh man, people are gonna be listening like, dude, why can't you guys get your itch together?
How about now?
Oh, much better, much better.
All right.
Good. No offense, Mr. Roku. No offense, sir. We gotta poke fun every once in a while, you know? We gotta poke fun. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. It's another Friday, and you're here, sir.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You haven't given up.
Nope.
I'm surprised, man.
Good stuff, man. Time to cook.
Oh, yes. It's a lot of stuff, but before we get to it, for those who don't know, we do a lot of stuff here in the know. Happy Friday to you two, also Art by Tess, which I'm just going to call you Tess. Good happy Friday to you too also. But thank you, Tess, for saying hello, because that reminds me to throw our little plug in. Remember, folks, we tape this live every Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern time until whenever we're done. So come in, stop by, say hello, tell us you like it, tell us you hate it, say whatever. But we're here every Friday. Right. And you can also join the podcast by just talking in chat. So yes. But aside from our podcast, Tuesday, sir, we did our con versus Two Beers challenge, sir.
We did.
And
we did.
And I think it was a little bit rigged. It was a little bit rigged in your favor, sir. Seeing as you hid underneath the bleachers, and I got video proof, which I will show. You hid under the bleachers until I died. So how about you
hide in bleachers?
Yes, you did. So how about you tell everybody what the challenge was? Tell everybody the game and the challenge.
All right. So the game for that week's punishment was River City Ransom Underground, and the challenge was the first person to die. The first person to die basically had to do the punishment.
Now, this guy had no health. I don't know how he died. He should have died like 20 times already. And I got video proof. We will see and show this, folks. He wouldn't die somehow. I guess he put in some kind of cheat code. Hid under the bleachers. And then all of a sudden, I get touched by this dude 2 times and I'm dead. And he's like, oh, well, I guess you lost the challenge.
Hey, you brought that on yourself. So we go in there, guys, and this guy this guy starts fighting the teacher in the high school, and then he goes in there, he beats up the principal. So then we have to fight police as well. He brought this all on himself.
For those familiar with GTA, we basically got 5 stars. So the goal was to play GTA. It's still on our list. We're going to probably play it in 2 weeks. We got to just make sure that we have the setup and everything set for GTA. But sir, what's the punishment for me that in which I will have to endure?
So your punishment is it's bad, but it's not. I'm giving you a little bit of mercy.
Ooh.
You only have to do the first verse and the beginning hook and the hook after the first verse. You don't have to do any more after that.
Of what?
Go ahead. Of Young Thug's Lifestyle.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
What, dude?
Come on, man. Really?
Yeah. Let's post. I'm gonna post this in the chat. Why don't you play a little bit of this so people can understand what you got to do?
Oh God! All right, folks. He's having me play Young Thug. What the fuck is he saying? Oh yeah. Oh yo. Oh my gosh. You guys doing this? Oh my goodness, folks. Let me tell you why I like this show. Slink comedy. See, folks. You thought you got me with this, but you failed, sir. You failed. You failed, sir. I want to show you why you failed, folks. Because he thought he got me with this. I love that song, and there's a reason why I love that song. Not because it's good. No way, shape, or form is it because it's good. But let me give you one moment, folks, because I was not prepared for this, but I'm going to show you why. And we're going to play this real quick. Now, for those, unfortunately, who are not listening, those of you who are basically listening to the podcast, a lot of this stuff is going to be censored, unfortunately, due to copyright infringements, but that's why you should join. So let's listen to Slink. Listen to my boy as he comes out too. Listen to this.
You're laughing about the hook.
I'm a grown ass.
Wait till you have to. Just listen. Shh. Let him go.
Brought me up to the most ignorant shit ever recorded. You know, it traps you because the beat is nice. It feels good. You hear what I'm saying? Boom, boom. Did a lot just to live this here lifestyle. Came straight from the bottom to the top, my lifestyle. And his medication goes off. Swing, dip, doctor, swing, whip, Dr. Candy. No doubt you might pop on the white whip, doctor. What the fuck is that?
You're gonna have me up there like Slink, man. You're gonna have me up there like Slink, man. Oh my God, dude. Oh my goodness, folks.
The hook is the funnest part.
Yeah,
Wait till you get to those actual lyrics, dude. That was bad Friday last week, or a couple weeks ago. Wait till you see that.
God. All right, folks. So, welcome Payne, also to your chat.
Welcome Payne, welcome Tess. Good to see y'all in chat.
So I guess I'm going to have to record that either tonight or tomorrow, and I'm going to have to get up. So real quick for all those before we get into topics. So me and Two Beers have been talking, right? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do first to four. How about that? Or first to three. First to three. How about that, sir? So
First to three.
Yes. So we're going to play back-to-back challenges every Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And first person to get to 3 wins the challenge, and the person who did not get to 3 pays the penalty. And then the next Friday, which would normally be the challenge, is when we show the penalty. So for my singing this upcoming Friday, instead of having a challenge during the stream, we will play my punishment. It will premiere.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Good stuff.
That's all right, sir. From this point on, I will not lose, sir. I will not lose. You will do every freaking challenge, sir.
Within reason.
You're gonna have me singing Young Thug. Oh, dude, dude, you don't even know. You don't even know.
Bro, I almost I juggle with actually making you sing Kodak.
Oh, yeah, I had a feeling you were. I was like, this motherfucker gonna make me sing Kodak Black. I know he is. I know he's gonna make me do Kodak Black. I had that feeling, man. I had that feeling. Oh man, this week's been crazy, dude. It's so many things there was so much stuff to talk about this week, man.
Yeah.
I don't even think we could fit it in an hour and a half show. I mean, you have Stephen King out there talking about how race and equality should not be in art.
Oh yeah.
We got
diversity shouldn't be he basically was saying that like diversity shouldn't affect who you pick. It shouldn't affect who gets a job when it comes to creative arts, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, and I was thinking about going to that. Then you got Snoop Dogg putting out the Luther, as you showed me, for Dunkin' Donuts. It's like, dude, they trying to kill people. Stephen King, pot kettle. Exactly, Tess. Exactly. And it's just so much. Oh, dude, it's just so much stuff. We got Valve to talk about. We had also Google Stadia maybe making a deal with Steam. You know. Yeah. I mean, it was
just the day they also announced that they had to stop the shooting on the Falcon and Winter Soldier show because of the earthquake in Puerto Rico.
Wow, for real? Yeah. Interesting. I didn't even know that. That was something new I didn't even know about. Wow.
Yeah, it just popped up.
Yeah. Wow. So. And then we also had Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt, if anybody cares, moving in together. Yay, clap your hands. Yay. Yay, he got done Angelina Jolie, the 10-year life sentence. And he went
back to your old
Exactly.
It is possible.
Oh, man, so much stuff. But you know what? We're going to keep it somewhat positive with fun stories, I guess we could get everybody into. So let's go the route of gaming. How do you like gaming, sir?
I love gaming.
You love gaming. In fact, that's what our Tuesday challenges are, is gaming, which you come see every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern here on the KNOE. So let's swap over for the people who are in Steam so they can understand what we're looking at. So let me real quickly swap over real quick. So the first topic that we have that we're going to look at is basically is exclusivity, right? So me and you, we've had a couple of talks, and I said we should bring this here on the podcast. So Microsoft basically announced that basically all their first-party titles will be exclusive to all their systems. So they're not going to put an exclusive just on the Xbox Series X. It'll be on all. So I'll read a quick highlighted section here in this Verge article real quick, coming from Matt Booty. I love the name Matt Booty. Anyway, it says, according to Microsoft Studios head Matt Booty, who spoke with UK gaming site MCV, he stated as, quote, over the next 2 years, all of our games sort of are going to be like PC. We will play up and down the family of Xbox devices, basically. Booty said, we want to make sure that if someone invests in the Xbox between now and the Series X, that they feel that they made a good investment and that we're committed to them with the content. So the real question here is this, right? So the question is Microsoft making a mistake by making sure all games, at least from the first party, all games are backwards compatible between the Xbox Series X and at least the Xbox One for the first 2 years? And I'm going to go to you because I already know your answer, and you better not step over my argument. Go ahead, sir.
I'm going to let you run the topic first one on this one because I'm very curious to see what you're going to have to say. Even though we've argued about this,
no,
I want you to take
tell me.
Point on this one.
But no, tell me first off, do you think it's a bad idea?
No, I do not.
Okay, and that's where our disagreement comes in. I think it's a bad idea, and you already know we've discussed it. But for the people who haven't heard it, my argument on this is this, right? New systems come out. The reason why you have early adopters, right? You always have early adopters, and it's usually a small group that go out and they buy the game, they buy a system, and they always want to get that killer app, that killer game that's hella shallow. It just looks pretty. It's just like the model who can't cook, who can't do anything. She just looks pretty, and that's no. That could be for a guy or girl. I know I said she, but that's my preference for the opposite sex, not the same sex. But still, in this analogy, you could put a male or you could put anybody who's transitioning in this analogy. But anyway, so they're all for this. So this goes beyond backwards compatibility. As Test in Chat states, I am all for backwards compatibility, and I am too. This goes beyond that because on Sony's side, Sony is going for full backwards compatibility and a shared ecosystem in terms of cross multiplayer games. But Microsoft is going for all games on all systems. I think this is an issue. One, you don't have a killer app that makes people want to go out and buy the Xbox X. Xbox Series X, my bad. Xbox Series apps. Nobody's going to want to do it. In fact, this Xbox Series X will not become valuable until 2 years later. Two, by not having exclusives, when people do want to go buy a new system, if they were an Xbox owner, they're not going to jump over ship and go get an Xbox. They're going to keep what they have and then go buy themselves a PlayStation 5. And I'm going to stop right there for right now because I'm not going to throw out all this, my birds in a row. But go ahead, sir. I gave you a little bit to chew on. You have any counter arguments for this in terms of this discussion? Because you say it's not a bad idea. So try to convince me and the people why it's not a bad idea.
For one, it's not a bad idea is because every console generation, one of the biggest issues is always that as soon as we're crossing from one generation to the other, you have the problem of normally there's a drought of games. Even if there is a few launch titles, it takes about a good 2 to 3 years for something pops up. So with this,
you're great.
Besides the whole backwards compatibility thing, which we've already covered, another thing that's good about this is that if there's anybody who can't afford the new system right off of the bat, or if you have somebody like somebody who likes to sit and analyze the systems and watch them for a while before he picks up one, like one of our friends in chat, Payne, this is perfect for the type of gamer like him. So basically, if he still has an Xbox One or Xbox One X or any of the others, this will allow him to still play with all his friends who actually gets the new system, and he actually gets to still enjoy the new crop of games that are coming out from the first party games that are coming out from Microsoft itself for the first 1 to 2 years. So it's like when he's ready, when he feels he can afford the system, if he can't afford it at the time, then he can go ahead and cross over and buy the system at that time, or if he feels it's a worthy purchase just for the graphical upgrade. But whatever the case, he has 2 years to actually decide whether or not the system is for him. Another thing that's good about it is one of the things is that because with every time we do a new cross generation, it's not like it's immediate. So we can even go back to the PS3 and the 360 versus the PS4 and the Xbox One. Now, when the Xbox One and the PS4 first dropped, one of the things that a lot of developers had to do is they actually had to make 2 different versions of the same game. So it's for instance, and this went on for about a good 3 years. So it's for instance, WWE, the 2K series, you would get 2 different completely versions of them, 2 different completely versions of COD. At the time, I still had the 360, so I ended up getting the Grand Theft Auto 5 that came out on the 360. And when Grand Theft Auto 5 dropped on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, I unfortunately became one of the ones who were, when they decided to stop supporting the 360 version, I got cut off from all the DLC and the free stuff and the packs and stuff like that they were putting into the game, because I had the old version of the game, and plus a lot of my friends who were on the new system, I couldn't play with them anyway. So there's a lot of benefits to what they're doing, and I think it's to all the people who try to make the argument that Microsoft having to scale down games and stuff like that to run on the older systems will be holding back the potential of the game. It's not like that anymore. They're not running on all the consoles are basically running on the same architecture now. So basically, the only difference is just going to be graphics and frames per second. Like the only thing that a person is limited to is the only thing a person is limited to is design. So like so there's no real argument of a game being held back as long as a good dev and good game designer is making it.
Yeah. Let me hold you off there. You had your 5 minutes. You had your 5 minutes, sir. But anyway, yeah. But you gotta understand, when you make a game, they're making it for the highest. You can't tell me that you're making a game for the highest quality, and then you're just going to scale it down. It doesn't work that way. You go from the bottom and you scale up.
That is not true with PC games.
It is with PC games.
No. With PC games, you do the median, and then you scale up the median, and you scale down the median.
Yeah.
That's how they're going to do it.
But then you don't get the full potential.
Oh, you get enough potential.
You don't get the full potential.
It's going to look better than anything you have seen before.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
We'll see.
I don't think. And dang it, man, my bad thought. You said something and I forgot to counter it. My God, because you were going on for like a freaking year. Oh man, my memory is so bad.
The truth is long, man.
Yeah, the truth is very long. The truth is very long. But no, I think that I think by way. Here's the thing: when you brought up games and so forth, we're in a totally different age, right? Where you could say, well, they won't support this platform. Yeah, that's true. But most games now are all cross-platform, and they have to be that route because that's the only way they're going to get enough of the populace to play it. Everybody's so fractured that by itself it's just not enough, and it's not worthy to have a server up. So you have to do right now cross-platforming across multiple systems for multiplayer because it's something that's needed. And wait, real quick, Payne says, is this really an argument about the looks over the games over actually playing and enjoying them? No, the argument is this. My argument is when you, like anything that you port over, you never, you don't get what it's supposed to be because it's not built on. So here's the thing. When you made a game it's the difference between a PC game and a console game, right? Before we started having these cross platforms of all, when you had a game that was built for a console, you got the best out of it. I remember there used to be times where people always play, oh, PC Master Race, but then there would be games that would come out like God of War and all these other games that would look fantastic and so amazing. And you're like, show me something on PC that does that. And you can't, because on PC, as Tibir said, you got to make for a lower hardware and try to scale up. So you never get the best of a system, where in a console, it's one system. It's one configuration. No, wait. It's one configuration, so you get the best of it. That's why all Sony first-party games look good and look the best, because it's built on one system. It gives it the best. You get the best out of hardware because you don't have to play around multiple configurations. You don't have to worry about multiple bottlenecks. You can't tell me that a Sony first-party game, that third-party games are as good as the first-party games in terms of looks, graphics, and running, which they aren't, because they are built on because they only have one configuration to play on.
It's a whole lot more than that. That actually has to deal a lot with actual game development, design, and people who know the actual code in the system. And plus, everybody who's a first-party developer at Sony, they get hands-on resources that other developers don't get. They actually have people who actually can show them the ins and outs and the tricks of the system. It's just like trying to put somebody. It's like you can take a big developer and put them on the Unreal Engine, but like the makers of the Unreal Engine will always be able to get the best out of the system no matter what, because they know the ins and outs of it.
I counter that argument. No. I counter that argument with Sunset Overdrive.
Pause before you continue.
Oh,
Payne, the actual argument is the actual argument, even though it's turned into a whole thing about graphics and bottlenecks and stuff like that, the actual argument is since the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X are going to be sharing games, is it a mistake that the new console will not have console exclusives for the first 2 years? So are they shooting themselves in the foot sales wise? Because why would you go out and buy a Series X when you can just have your regular Xbox One and you can still play the
brand new Halo and all the other games,
Fable and anything else that comes out within the next 2 years? So that's what the argument is.
But we will get back to that argument. But I give you Sunset Overdrive. You have a team that does excellent graphics and then they go on the Xbox and it's like, and Microsoft gave them all and everything that they needed to get the most out of their system, since it was the first game and first system on their console itself.
I'm sorry to say this to you, but this is one of those things where it's a point of perspective. Like, not just me, but everybody who played, everybody that I know who's played that game, they love the way it looks. Even
I'm one who played that game, and you know me, so you can't say everybody.
No, I said besides you. Like even GNS, who just recently picked up the game, he's like, how did I not ever play this game? He was going on about how great it looks, and this is a game that came out years ago when the Xbox first dropped. So with you, I think you were so taken out of because it was not what you expected game.
No.
I think it affected the rest of the thing for you, because I think it looks great. I think the creative player is one of the even with the simple options of the creative player, the looks that you can achieve with the characters, like they're vibrant, they're full of personality. The animations are amazing. I think they did a great job.
Good for you. I think it looks like shit and it plays like shit, but that's my opinion.
See, matter of perspective.
Yes, perspective. We were going to get to Payne's comment in a second, but you can't tell me that when it comes out, when you go out to go buy a system and you want something new and refreshing, and one system is saying, hey, we got console exclusive games, plus we have backwards compatibility, so all your PlayStation 4 games come over, and we got brand new games that showcase the best of what this system could do right then and there. And you could come buy our system, or you could go with our competitors where they have games that you could get on the current system that you have, and they may run better or may have higher frame rate. You can't tell me that that's not going to sway people. Aside from what Payne is bringing up the fact that he's saying no, because anyone who's going to get one is going to buy it. People will buy it just to say they have it. We're not looking at for early adopters. We're not looking at them. We're not looking at those people. We're looking at people who want to get a brand new system and they want to decide which one they want to get between the two, and they're undecided. You can't tell me that they have a reason to buy. It's the same thing with the X1X. That's why nobody wanted to buy X1X when it came out, because it was like, what's the point of it? There's no new games. There's no nothing.
And that's another thing that's great, because all those people who actually bought that system so close to the launch of the new system, now they don't feel like they're left out in the cold. They actually feel like they get used to their new shiny console for at least another 2 years.
For another 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
For another 2 years.
The people who bought it are people who are going to buy all systems and other stuff anyway. The people who bought the Xbox One X isn't people who say, "Oh my God, another system's coming out in 2 years. I'm so sad." No, the people who bought the X1X are most likely, most of the time, most of them are people who are going to buy a new system and want the shiniest new toys. We're not counting them. And the only other people who bought an Xbox X are people like me who are like, oh, well, you could get it for basically $100 if you trade in your old one. It's like, oh, well, it's brainless. I might as well do it.
Once again, I think you're going to be completely wrong on this. I think they're doing something new, and I think they're doing it the right way, because this is going to be the most easiest transition from one console period to the next.
Oh,
this is going to be like. And not only is it going to be great for the consumer, it's also going to be great for the actual devs as well. Them having to not and plus on top of that, like I still feel that there's still going to be like games that come out just for the Series X, because third party developers, as far as I know, they do not have to make their they do not have to make their games run on the on both systems. This is just something that they're promising for Xbox first party games itself.
Maybe we'll see. They haven't announced any, and they're saying they're not trying to force people or any groups to do third party. So if you're a PlayStation 4 owner, and there's lots of them, there's plenty of PlayStation 4 owners. What's going to make you go out and get an Xbox One X over a PlayStation 4 when I could get brand new games that are exclusive, one, to the PlayStation 5, and two, all my PlayStation 4 backwards compatibility, all my games transfer over with me. So what are you from Microsoft selling that's going to make me basically swap over systems and leave all my PlayStation 4 games on the PlayStation 4 as opposed to going to PS5?
To be completely honest with you, like I don't think there's anything they could, if they are a super loyal Sony fanboy, I don't think there's anything that Microsoft could do to make them to actually buy a Microsoft system. Like right now, the only game that's been announced for the PS5's launch is the game from Gearbox. Like there's no traditional, there's no traditional first party Sony games that have been announced yet.
Okay.
They still got some time that's coming up, but I'm saying to you that from the history from PlayStation 2 to 3 to 4, like everybody has always supported those systems even for drought of games. Like the first couple years with no games. You remember when we had PlayStation 2, like we were playing the freaking the sound light digital light game because there was nothing to play on the system. We were using it as a DVD player like for the first 2 years. Yeah. So like it's like I thank goodness for backwards compatibility now, but I don't think that anything Microsoft could have did to, like, those guys are hard set in and they're going to support Sony no matter what. So I don't think there's anything they can do past the value that they're already offering now with stuff like already being backwards compatible all the way to the first Xbox, and stuff like Game Pass, like and other features that they offer with the system. Like outside of that, I don't think there's anything else they can do to win those guys over.
Because if I'm a Microsoft guy and you're like, hey, the new Xbox is coming out, I'm going to be like, wow, I didn't get a PlayStation 4 last year. I'm just going to buy a PlayStation 5, get all those backwards compatible games to the PlayStation 4 so I could play God of War, Event Horizon, The Last of Us, and all these other great games and that came out, first party titles that came out. And I'm not even going to bother with an Xbox. And then once I have a PS5, what's the point? Because it's like, if you told me, hey, guess what? The new Halo game is coming out, and you got it, and it's coming out only on the Xbox Series X. Guess what people would do? They will run out and buy the Xbox Series X. It moves systems. But now you're telling me that Halo is on both the Xbox One and Xbox Series X? What's the point of me buying the one? I could just keep with it, buy me a PS5, play all their exclusives, and then play all the backlog of all the other stuff. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a mistake. I think they're shooting themselves in the foot. I think this is a hard. Once again, they're starting off the gen hard, and they had footing. They were ahead, just like the Xbox One. They were ahead with the 360, and right now they're shooting themselves in the foot, and they're fucking it over.
I think they're going completely customer first this time around, and like they're being completely open with the industry. I think that this is going to.
That's fine. That's fine.
I think this is actually going to win them.
I agree.
Support.
I don't think it's going to win them support. I agree that people are going to like it. I agree with you there. The people who had the Xbox One X and the Xbox Ones are going to like it, and they're like, kudos to Microsoft. But when it comes time to buy that new system, they're going to go with their competitor. They're going to get all the kudos, but they're going to go with their competitor. Because after 2 years, what's left? All games are going to be multi-platform. Why would I buy another system unless you have... Only thing that could get them out of the water is if they have amazing first-party titles, like PlayStation had this year with the PlayStation 4, like groundbreaking. Not, oh yeah, that was a good game. I mean, like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, groundbreaking.
The worst luck in the world. There's no reason that out of 16 studios that they have now, that they don't pull out some high-ranking 8 to close to 10 games that are crazy.
I hope they're good.
Yeah, so it's
they're
like
good.
You got you played Outer Worlds. You loved it.
Yeah.
So the next Outer Worlds is going to be console exclusive. Going to be Xbox exclusive. It's going to be much bigger than this one was, and they actually have much more resources to work with team wise. So it's like, unless Microsoft has the worst luck in the world, and they crank out 16 flops, which shouldn't even be possible probability wise. Like I don't see any way that they're not going to be cranking out some good stuff. Like I'm for one, I can't wait to see what Playground Games does with or what they're called, the Initiative now.
I guess
they're called Playground Games.
I forget. I forget. But go ahead.
I can't wait to see what they do with Fable. So it's like I can't wait for that. I can't wait to see what the other studios do. We already saw the second Hellblade looks amazing. I actually thought it was just live action video, but to find out that those were the actual game's graphics. So it's already looking great. I'm all on board. I think the customer first is going to, even if they do not knock it out of the park in console sales, like I think that the console sale part doesn't even matter to them that much anymore. It's more about the memberships, and it's more about like how many actual subscriber services and stuff like that they can sell to people. So
no, I agree with you. I agree with you there. But what I'm saying is, you got members for 2 years. Once they move over to your competitors, and the majority of games and systems are on your competitors, which then therefore makes third party and other titles want to support the competitors because, one, they have more systems out in the market, so therefore they're going to be guaranteed games. Because remember, selling system, there's a reason why you sell systems, and you want to be the system holder. That guarantees you specific games and titles. Once you do that after the 2 once you do that after the 2 years, and those consoles are no longer valid and no one cares about them and they put them aside, those subscriptions start to die down, especially if most of your fan base has already switched over to the PlayStation. They're no longer supporting your Game Pass at that point.
Just kicks everything you just said to the curb.
Go ahead.
Nintendo. And
Nintendo is you can't count Nintendo. No, you can't.
I certainly can.
No, you can't.
Marvel can be followed.
No, Nintendo. No. I know.
Before you say your point,
go ahead. Go read the comment. Go ahead. Read comments. Go ahead.
Yeah, like Payne was just like, to be honest, they're all gonna bow before the might of Apple Gaming.
Yeah, I ignored that. That's why I didn't even read that. That's why I didn't read that. Apple Gaming
is gonna be the best.
He's trolling. He's doing mega. I didn't want to read that comment.
But yeah, so
wait. You missed this other comment, which is maybe they know something you don't. Talking about Microsoft. Yeah, they know how to go and ruin their systems. Like, hey, guess what? We won't allow any used games. And guess what? Your system has to be on for 24 hours.
That is
no. They know how to ruin. They know how to ruin any type of lead they have. That's what Microsoft knows how to do. But continue, sir. And the reason why you say your point, but I'll tell you why you can't count Nintendo. But continue.
Yeah, the reason why I say that is that like they have 16 studios. If they can crank out Microsoft's own version, they can crank out, and I don't mean copying Nintendo, but if they can crank out their own big version of something big as Mario, something big as Zelda, that actually will keep that will actually become huge hits. They'll be rated well. They'll be critically acclaimed. Then they're fine. They don't have to worry about winning the exclusive game. If people want to hold off for 2 years before buying the system, they can. They'll come after the 2 years is over when the games will be fully exclusive just to the Xbox Series X. Yeah, we've talked about this for almost 46 minutes now, so we might want to move the topic too.
No, I do want to talk about it. We do want to swap it. But yes, like I said, it's going to be is going to take their first party. But real quickly for Nintendo, you can't put Nintendo in any argument because Nintendo is the system that's been with most people from their grandparents and up, right? It's the system, it's the first system most people will even get, whether it's handheld or not. And secondly, Nintendo is, as we stated, is the purse to every freaking gown, right? Most people who buy systems, whether you're a PC lover, a PlayStation 5 lover, or a Microsoft lover, most of them have a Nintendo. It's like it's the side piece that everybody has, no matter where your allegiance is. So I don't count Nintendo. They're in a weird party that it is what it is.
You can say the same thing for Atari and Sega, but
they're dead.
They didn't
exactly. They're dead. They did. So real quick before we go to it says Sony's about to have some issues as well. Sure, I'm glad that you said Sony. So let's jump into the second topic. Sony right now is decided to back out of E3. Yep, for a second year, Sony is backing out of E3. They're going to hell with their own shows and then any other shows. So this is the second year that they're out of. They're basically backing out of E3 itself. So, what do you think this is a bad move, especially with their new systems coming out? And do you think this is the end of E3 as we know it? I'll leave that to you two, Beards, to start off.
Yes and no. I think they should. I think they should take advantage of every big show they possibly can to prop up their system and get people as hyped as much as possible. But I give them kudos on the same token because if you read where E3 is about to go, it seems that they're starting to do the San Diego Comic-Con formula, where like it actually becomes less about what the convention was always about, and it becomes more about celebrities and influencers.
Let me pause you for 1 second so I can read it to people in chat. I have it up. As Two Beards was alluded, it says, the Entertainment Software Association, best known as ESA, the U.S. trade body that runs E3, is reportedly proposing a radical rebranding of the show for the next year, which would turn it into a fan media influencer festival. Continue.
Yes, and I think that's a bad look because I'm like, it just feels to me that like they hit the panic button because so many people have already dropped out of going to the show, and they're trying to, and now it's become sad, so it kind of seems like they're doing anything they can to maintain relevance. So it's like that part's so with that being said, I do think it's like I can see why they wanted to pull out and they're not interested in it because it's going to be less focused on games. It's like, hey, here's your favorite celebrity playing a new video game, and it's going to be more about the actual celebrity than the actual game itself. So
that kind of sucks. Because what you're describing, it sounds like they're trying to turn it into TwitchCon.
Yeah. So yeah, like if you like I said, if you look up a lot of the complaints about San Diego Comic-Con now, like a lot of people actually started having a migration of people canceling and not showing up now as well. Like a lot of big movie companies that would have normally shown a preview episode or a trailer dropped out of San Diego, the last one, because it's that same sort of feeling going around that it's no longer a comic show. So yeah, I understand completely.
So then, therefore, E3 as we know it, you think is dead because it's going to be turned into another show?
I don't think so at this point. I just think depending on how things go, if they prove everybody wrong, and this year's show is an actual success, like if people love the whole red carpet entertainment tonight feel with the games actually being a secondary prop, then I feel it's just going to transform into something else, and it's just not going to be the E3 that we knew anymore. But like if it does bad, then I think they'll try to regroup and maybe they'll go back to being a press only function next year, or maybe they'll try to copy PAX again, but they'll actually get it right next time. So
yeah, it's kind of weird that PAX now has become basically what E3 used to be.
Yeah, and it's probably just because there's probably just a lot of people who are out of touch on the board, because it's real weird if you try to like shift what used to be a press junket and a game developers conference into a fan event. It's I'm not sure how many of those people actually have the experience with doing something like that. So it's like I can understand why the previous one was a big clusterfuck like it was. So I can.
Do you think if they went back to being a trade show similar to CES, do you think that would be more successful for E3?
I think it'll be more successful Kudo was, but I think at this point maybe they want more expansion, they want more eyes on it than ever. So maybe that's also the reason why they're going this route. But I personally do feel if they turn back into a CES type event, that it'll actually be more successful.
So if you're Sony, right, and you're no longer coming at E3, which was always known as one of the biggest shows basically for showing off games and so forth, then you have to look at it like this. Most likely, they're still going to show off the games in the system. They're just not going to officially be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then,
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. That's what I'm thinking too.
And they made the announcement saying that they're going to still attend over 100 events this year. So they may be bringing back PlayStation Experience. I think they're gonna. I definitely think they're going, because even though they were absent from Tokyo Game Show last year, I think they're gonna show up there because Japan has always been their. No, that's not true anymore, right? Like Japan's no longer their biggest.
No, I think it's Europe.
Buyer, right?
I think it's Europe and then the USA.
Yeah, so but I do think they're going to show up at Tokyo Game Show, and I think they're going to show up at PAX and a lot of the other video game conventions and stuff like that, and do their own PlayStation experience again. And they will probably have their biggest PlayStation experience will probably be in Europe. That's my predictions anyway.
So do they have a show at E3 like they did last year? They did have a show last year, right?
No.
They did. I thought they had a. You sure?
A video package?
Yeah. Like the conferences on like Sunday and Monday.
No, they weren't there. They
You sure?
They might do a,
No, they did. Let me look it up because I swear they did. Because Nintendo's never there, but they have their show. They send them their show.
I wouldn't count them out to do a video package.
I thought they did.
Like Nintendo's. I actually think that should be the route that everybody goes.
Yeah.
At this point, the people getting it, like, I will say that out of all people, I think Phil does it the best. Not even being biased on that one, but I'm serious. Not even being biased on that one. But I think that everybody should actually stop doing the stage shows and just do a video package. I think it comes off better. You don't have to worry about not getting any reaction from the crowd. You don't have to worry about jokes and stuff like that don't land, or the cringe we get every year from the horrible EA shows. You don't have to worry about that today.
Yep. So it looks like you might be right. There was no conference. I could have sworn there was. I could have sworn they had something where they showed off some game packages. Because what year was it that they showed off The Last of Us, the video? Wasn't it E3 last year?
That was the previous one. That was the one where they set up inside the music hall.
Yeah.
All
right, so we killed E3. Let's go on to our next. Let's go into our next one, and I'm gonna play for y'all a little clip real quick.
When you're talking about people as talented as Edge, Paige, who wouldn't want them to return? I'm a fan just like everyone else, and I would love to see them step into the ring and compete. More importantly than that, though, I'd like to see them live long, healthy lives. Edge has kids. Paige, maybe she probably has some she doesn't know of. But thank you. Can you need some coffee for this?
All right, we're going to stop it right there. So, Triple H, right? As everybody heard, and Triple H basically says, more importantly than that, though, I would like to see them live long lives, talking about Paige and Edge, the wrestlers. Healthy lives. Edge has kids. Paige, maybe. She probably has some she don't know of. Now, Two Beers, that's a fucked up fucking joke for Triple H to be making, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Paige went on real name Soraya J. Bevis, has said before when her sex tape came out and it was hacked, she was literally on like suicide watch. She thought her life was done. She didn't want to do anything. She had depression. She wanted to kill herself. What's up, Mega? She wanted to go through all this shit and to have... And basically he is, Triple H is the vice president of WWE, to make these lewd fucking sexist jokes. Like, from your standpoint, man, it goes to show that there's a deeper problem, and it's not just Vince McMahon, man. It stems out basically to WWE being the boys club. And I'll leave it to you to give some comments. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's basically just everything that you said. Like, that's just the way WWE has always been. Like even when you look back at going back, even hearing horrible things like when Mark Henry basically told how they actually somebody, was it The Rock, that somebody actually used the bathroom in his food?
Oh, I forget. No, it was Mark Henry who told the joke, but I can't remember who he said about.
It just goes to show that that's the type of actual group they are. It's very, very immature, like all the stuff that's going on, and like there's no. So I do feel that they do need some sort of HR department. And the thing that's crazy about it is like I don't think he meant any harm by the joke. In his head, he probably thought when he was saying it that he's basically like upping her as like being a player in his head. That's how the joke ran. Yeah. So but he should have known right from the bat that like everything that she went through after all that stuff was leaked. Yeah, that's real bad optics, man.
Yeah, it really is. He stated Triple H said, "I made a terrible joke and I'm sorry if it offended her or anybody else." And it seemed to piss off a lot of people. It was just not her who was pissed off. Renee Young was also upset. Paige has also stated by saying, she was perplexed by it. It was, I don't know. It just didn't fit. And Mega says she shouldn't have thought before making the tape. Young kids make dumb mistakes, right? And people do stuff for their partners all the time. Take pictures and whether a person goes and breaks into their phone and hacks it, that's something different. People do what they want to do. That's their privacy. If somebody, I'm not going to knock her for making a tape for something for her and her husband to look at and have fun with. That's between her and her boyfriend or husband at the time. If somebody goes and hacks that shit, that's not on them, right? So I'm not going to get that. Saying don't make a tape. Oh, you make a tape. Oh. That's kind of silly, People should be able to have privacy. Point blank.
I will say to Mega's point is that even though I do always say the line of whatever you do, be cautious and be alert and be aware of the consequences of things that can happen. But on the real, I just feel that people shouldn't just be shitheads. So it's like
yep.
So it's like it almost goes back to the whole the whole type of convos where people are like, if you don't this is sort of the same thing, but it goes back to one of the things where somebody's like, if you don't want your nudes on the internet, then don't send nudes. But it's like it should really fall on if somebody actually sends you some nudes, don't be a fuckboy and put them up online. Like you don't have to really go that route. Like actually be the better person on the other end. I don't think that's that hard to do.
Yeah, and even if that stuff gets up, your bosses shouldn't be making jokes in interviews about it, right? Not. So basically, and also in there, the the Bells basically said, we will never see true change in equality if we just see them as storylines. Changes in the company start from the top. Our leadership helps set the examples. For us women, we need all the help we can get. Help with respect from our coworkers and our fans. We are all one love. So yeah, so I mean, you from the top. It's got to come from the top.
In the comments, Mega's like, well, let me read them down. So Payne said, come on now, WWE probably had their phones hacked to begin with, which I find funny. Yep. He also said might even be a loophole in their contracts. Then Mega said, y'all white knighting, and then Payne points the finger up to say this. First of all, are y'all incels?
Exactly.
Do y'all hate women that much?
Exactly.
I mean, do you like dick? I mean, that's fine if you do. But why do you hate women so much?
I know. I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, do you hate pussy? Is that it?
All right, give me 1 second. No, give me 1 second. It's 11 o'clock. Our frames are dropping. I have to reset the stream. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Yes, we're finally back. So wait, let's go to comments. Wait. Before you go to comments, let's just say thank you, Rokudai. That's Roku from the last show. Thank you very much for the follow. Go ahead and continue, sir, for the comments. Go ahead.
No pain. I will not wash my mouth. And both of you know, I get tired of this stuff every time somebody takes up for a woman, or it's like basically just says to a guy, "Don't be a dick." This white knight and bullshit.
Thank you.
I'm trying to figure out where that shit comes from. So I'm just like, just saying to somebody like, don't hack a person's phone. Yeah, you white knighting. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Exactly. People act like they never took dick pics and stuff, to send to women and stuff. Come on, man, stop it. Like y'all never took a picture of your girl naked or some shit. Come on, man, stop it. And then your phone get hacked. Well, she should never been standing there naked. She should have been standing there naked for me to take a damn picture of. It's her fucking fault. Yeah, come on, man. Really? Hey,
Mega, where does social justice hurt you? Point to the door. Point to the door to tell me where you were touching the bad place. Why do you hate women so much?
Dog,
I'm here for you if you need to talk.
Oh man, it sounds like he needs a hug. It sounds like he needs a freaking hug. Oh my goodness. Sorry, folks. Yeah. You know what, Tess? I think you're right. Maybe we do need better friends. My God, dude. Male chauvinism is at an all-time high.
Lord.
My God. Why can't people... No.
How dare you take up for the women? You're a white knight.
Oh my God, dude. Jeez, man.
I hate women more than I hate racism.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. They haven't commented back again, so I don't know. Payne probably will, but I think you might scare Mega back off. Oh man. Let's get off of it. So I'm afraid that if I play a Black Widow trailer, I might be supporting women too much. So let me start off with this Bloodshot trailer, because I would be accused of white knighting for people because I played a Black Widow trailer first. Oh my goodness, people. All right, so I'm going to play with no sound. For those, for all those, y'all sound stupid. I think y'all sound a little stupid. Kettle Black, sir. Kettle Black. But anyway, so we got Bloodshot up. What did you think of this second trailer as we're looping it right now for those to see no sound? What did you think of the second trailer for?
I like the second trailer much better than the first.
Okay.
I do I like all the imagery. I still think they basically blew their money shot with the shotgun scene where his like that scene looks so cool. They should have saved it for the actual movie itself.
Yes. So how do you feel in terms of comic book adaptation? Do you think it's going to be? I've never read a Bloodshot comic, but do you think it's going to be a close adaptation of the comic books, or just one of those loose adaptations?
I think it's going to walk a mid-range.
Okay.
Because it's like, it looks like they have a lot of the things in it, like the nano machines and stuff like that. But every time, the only time I see him in pale skin is like where it was the opening teaser for the trailer and then the posters. So I guess they're saving that look for the end of the, maybe they're saving that look for the end of the actual movie itself.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's going to be one of those mid. It's going to be one of those things that walk a mid range.
Okay. I enjoyed the trailer. I'm hoping
there was too much action, Mega, in the trailer.
Just between us, anytime he sees too much action, he always says it's too much action.
Interesting. I can see if he actually wants to see a little bit more story and maybe a little bit more drama and connection in it. I'm fine with action myself. I'm an action junkie, but I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah, but you're not. I don't think you're going to get that out of this comic book story. I mean, certain comic book stories you can see, the ones that give you more story are usually the ones that are a little bit more grounded.
I'm also afraid that like a lot of other movies that every cool scene that we see in this, they're like basically showing every action scene.
I'm sure of it. But when I look at something like this, I'm not expecting a great story and all that. It's just Reed's popcorn flick to me. And that's just what I see. And Mega believes, reading the chat, Mega says he thinks this is going to be a dud. I kind of agree. I don't see, I'm looking at probably like maybe about 400 million, if that, for this 600 million at the most, I think, for Bloodshot. Unless the story is really like amazing to the point where people are like, oh my God, you have to go see it. I don't see it making that much money.
Well, actually, Payne says you want to say you're not throwing on capes and swooping in when all actuality Triple H's job is to protect his own employee. Even more so, Linda and Stephanie McMahon, who have been a part of the company for nearly 3 decades. Why does anyone at home to concern themselves with WWE respect of their own employees, but no one said anything about Steph or Linda? Well, if Steph or Linda had made the comment, I would have said the same thing about them as well.
Thank you.
Triple H who actually said the comment.
Exactly.
So, and we actually opened up by saying that the head brass of the WWE, they all act like children. That's why they need the HR department.
Yep.
Like their politics are beyond stupid that they have there. So it's like to have $1 billion company and you still run it like high school is insane.
Yep.
So it's like, if Linda or Steph, I would have gave them the same thing that I just said about Triple H.
Yep.
I'm just saying that whenever it comes down to things, now you know I like the mud wrestle. So like if the person in question is being a dick, even though like everybody says to when they go low you go high, I'm pretty petty, so I go low when I mud wrestle with them. But I do feel like in a situation where the person didn't do anything to actually get that type of attention put on them. The only thing I'm saying is, why be a dick if you don't have to? Like, use a little thought before you actually come out and say anything, especially when you're in the position that you're in.
Agreed.
So that's all.
Yeah, and to piggyback off you, I said the same thing. I said that Triple H's comments show that the issue is not just Vince McMahon and his is trickling down. It's a lot of the brass. So yeah, it's not so much just that we're not seeing that nobody else is at fault. The comment and the stories is that, hey, we're supposed to be moving past this, and you have leadership basically still making insane, stupid shit in front of people. And in this case, it was Triple H, who you would think by now would be a little bit smarter. But
yes, let's see. Yes, your Payne says yes, but you're not addressing the issue. Why is it 2020 and Linda and Steph have been around and they haven't moved in this direction?
Well, Linda McMahon is still in politics.
Yeah.
Linda McMahon's
really she's not really part of the actual wrestling, and she's doing conservative politics.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Steph has been dinged multiple times for not really for offering multiple promises as far as it goes to the women's revolution and things like that she hasn't like actually done anything. But that's what I said to you before. When I say the top brass, I mean all of them, Steph included, that they need to actually have a better system put into play. They need to get politics out of their business. They're still running it like it's a sideshow carnival thing from back in the 90s, back when there was split up into like 30 different wrestling organizations all over the US. Like it's like that same we're throwing a little carnival sideshow. They didn't grow past that with the size that their business has grown into now. They became a billionaire company, but they still act like a small thousandaire situation.
And no one's arguing that they're not. That's one of the main issues. No one's arguing that they're not advancing anything for women or anything like that. So no one's not arguing that. Or let me rephrase, argue against it, that they're not. I'll say it.
So Kane says, and that's why I support what Mega stated. It's not my job to get worked up about it. But as a human, you should have empathy for other humans.
Exactly.
Like if that happened to my daughter or my wife or my sister or my cousin, I would hope people would actually have empathy for them and not basically treat them like they're some sort of like scum, or when they're down on their luck, just pile on and to make fun of them even more. I think one of the biggest situations that we're in now is because people have more empathy for non-human animals than they actually have for humans. Like you can put a video on the internet of a dog getting hit by a rock, and you'll have so much compassion and outpouring for it. But people can see kids locked up in a cage, and they won't even bat an eye. They'll say stuff like, "Well, their parents shouldn't have brought the kids over here in the first place."
Yep.
So I feel that empathy is a big thing that we're lacking. That's why I said what I said, and that goes to anybody who would have said the comment, no matter male or woman. And when I say the whole top brass, I mean all of them, not just Triple H or Vince McMahon.
Yep. I don't understand why we're even attacking Paige in this whole thing.
Yeah, that's what, like
she's the victim out of all this, but yet we're attacking her. Oh, she shouldn't have made the fucking tape. Once again, what people do in their own private shit is their own private shit, man. Because somebody hacks your shit, you're a victim.
That's the thing.
I don't get this.
Right,
I don't get this.
Let's see.
I don't
Mega
get this.
says, shake my head, shining armor, laugh my ass off. Payne says, I'm not going to get twisted all over or not because they're doing what they're doing behind the scenes and they're much more likely screwing each other, and Triple H probably smashed. Only Mega said that. Well, no, it's not about getting twisted up in a knot. Like we actually simply said that you shouldn't actually, like, just don't be a dick. That was it.
That's it.
That's not being twisted up in the knot.
I don't get the disconnect.
I'm not throwing up hashtags calling for Triple H's head and saying
no
that
one
he should
said
be
that.
fired and removed from his position.
No one said that.
That's getting twisted up in the knot. All I said was don't be.
I said you made a bad joke. And maybe he needs somebody to sit there and be like, yeah, you shouldn't say those kind of things.
So yeah, it may not be
that was being a dick.
Yeah, because like if a person says that, if a person like flat out says that this was like such a hard time for them that they actually committed suicide, they actually consider committing suicide, I don't think you should make a joke about it.
Exactly. To say, oh, she probably has kids that she doesn't know about. How the fuck is that even possible? She's a fucking woman. To say that she has kids that she don't know about is to say that, yes, she gets around. That's what you say. That's something you say to another guy. Yeah, he probably has kids he doesn't know around, basically saying, yeah, he sleeps around. So you're saying the same shit about a woman. She's not a dude. You know, you don't say these same fucking things about a woman. And she took offense, and she has a right to take offense to it. It was a fucking fucked up comment. Especially about somebody who's been affected by a fucking sex tape. I don't understand why this is so much fucking disconnect from this. What is the fucking wrong with these people? And I said you people. Like, I don't understand why we even arguing this. We're fucking 20 minutes into the fucking video on this stupid shit.
Holy shit.
Dude, I'm moving past this shit, man. I'm done. We're moving past this. This will never end. I don't get this. I just don't get this.
Oh god. So second trailer?
Yeah, we'll move to the second trailer. He's asking me about his wife. His wife is not addressing the issue. What issue? What issue? They're businessmen. They don't fucking care. What issue are you talking about? The video is not about WWE and their policies about how shitty. We all know they're a shitty ass company. The comments is about why Triple H is opening up his mouth about saying stupid shit when he shouldn't be. When he should be better trained for these things. That's what the comment is for. But my goodness. Oh my god, dude. Triple H doing damage control by calling a woman a whore. Good job, bravo. My god. What is wrong with you people? Alright, sir. We're moving past this because this is like, my goodness. Oh, man. All right, second trailer. My goodness. I'm afraid to hear what they're going to say about this. But, sir, Black Widow. Marvel pulled out the Black Widow trailer, something that we never even thought was even coming out. What did you think about this trailer itself?
I'm very underwhelmed.
Ooh, wow. Go ahead.
I'm not seeing, there's nothing that's popping off to me. Like, I will say over again, I think they, like, and once again, I can't really say that because this is just a trailer. It doesn't represent the actual finished movie. Yeah. But it's like, I feel that they, right now I'm feeling like they wasted a huge opportunity to tell how tragic her life was going into the whole program to become Black Widow. And it, like, just that scene that just happened there, that weird scene when she does the Hurricane Rana and then she goes into the superhero pose after doing it. That's so weird looking. Like, it makes me feel that whoever is directing this movie is one of those directors who don't take superhero movies seriously. Okay. That they actually broke into that weird pose. afterwards.
So what did
Yeah,
what do you think about this shot right now with Taskmaster? And do you think he's going to be pretty badass in this or no?
I hope he is, but I'm not sure.
Interesting. So I'm a little bit different when it comes to the trailer. I didn't think it was that bad. I agree with you, right? So there's certain shots that are really bad. Like for instance, Kath White's, which plays, I guess, the mother, or at least the mother hen of these widows. Like, I think she was the one who did the Hurricanrana. Like, the choreography was bad. It's like, why are you having her do these things, you know? Like, do it from a side, do it from a side shot and then, like, pull it in. Or, as Will Smith was talking about with the face maps, like, get a pro to do it and then do a face swap to kind of put it in. I think for most of it, it just looks like, my biggest issue from looking at this is the choreography for a lot of the fight sequences, and a lot of the effects themselves look like they're not done. But they got time, right? You're still finishing effects, but choreography you're not going to really fix. You can only make cuts. That's the only thing you could do, is like cut little parts out of it. But I told you before, I'm not super excited for Marvel movies. Believe it or not, Eternals is the biggest movie that I'm excited for as of right now. Outside that, I mean, Black Widow looks good. Like this, like the action pieces look good. I like the premise of them building multiple and new widows and things of that nature. But I don't know. As I stated before, I think it's just a movie to get Yelena Belova into it. Basically, a passing of the torch. So I'm not going to even jump into comments. They're saying basically they don't understand why what they said or what they did that seems wrong. I'm not going to get into comments. You can comment into it if you would like. They said that we're on something. I'm not going into that conversation. That's just I'm not picking up that carrot. But if you want to answer our wonderful chat with you're good?
I'm
okay.
Good. On the trailer 3.
All right. Let's move on to trailer 3, which is a surprising trailer in itself. Morbius, the trailer that I don't think anybody really saw that was coming. Morbius trailer. I know you hated it. Go ahead. Let it out. Let it all out.
I didn't hate it.
You didn't hate it? Okay.
No,
I was wrong.
I think it was. I don't think it's. I think it's odd. I think I was talking with Payne about this, and I said it feels like Morbius, but like he's capturing the whole the whole slight emo feel.
Okay.
Good. But it's one of those things where I'm looking at this the whole time, and kind of like the same way I was looking at Venom. I'm trying to figure out who is this movie for.
You want to know something very interesting that you say Venom? If you look at it, a lot of this trailer reminds me of Venom. It almost feels like the first Venom trailer. Yeah. You're trying to figure. I think my number one problem with this movie is it looks dated. It just looks dated to me. It just seems like one of those superhero movies that we would have saw back in the Ghost Rider age and Daredevil age. It literally reminds me of one of those type of movies. I hope it's going to be good. I think the effects, of course, need work, but I was more interested mainly because of the end of the trailer with the cameo of Vulture, Toombs. I thought that was probably one of the biggest things to get me more interested in what they're going to do. Because you have this movie, you have basically Spider-Man with the word murderer over him. And for those who haven't seen basically Far From Home, I think that's you, right, Two Beards?
Yep, I have not seen it yet.
Okay, so basically at the end of Far From Home, Spider-Man, the events of it have him labeled basically as a murderer. So it basically tells you that it seems like it's after Spider-Man Far From Home, but people are like, hey, it's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, so it doesn't seem right. And part of me thinks that, it's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man because they probably don't have the rights to use the Spider-Man, the one spider suits that Spider-Man's been using overall. I think as part of their deal, they have the rights to Spider-Man, but I think the suits themselves might be Marvel because they're Iron Man suits, so to say. So I think what you're going to wind up seeing is in the later Spider-Man movies, you're probably going to wind up seeing him get another suit, and he's probably not going to use the same suit. I think that's probably one of the other things. So out of the 3 trailers, which one has you most excited out of the 3 trailers that we saw?
It's going to sound weird, but...
Oh, goodness. Go ahead.
the Vin Diesel joint. I'll say it as
Bloodshot. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. For me, it's going to be Morbius, and the only reason why I'm curious about Morbius is I'm curious as to what they're setting up in this universe. Like, are we going to get a cameo from Venom and Kraven in this movie, which I believe we probably will? Are they going to be part of the new Sinister Six? That's what I'm wondering. Because Kraven supposedly is the next movie, and Venom is coming out this October this year.
I think Morbius would be a horrible candidate for the Sinister Six.
I agree. I think it's going to be one of those. I think what you're going to wind up seeing is you're going to see basically Spider-Man have to deal with whatever the Sinister Six is, and then he's going to have to go to Morbius and Venom for help because he can't take on all those villains. I think that's the route they're going to go, and then the last movie is going to probably be a team-up movie. So the 3 of them versus the Sinister Six. But that's just my thoughts on it.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. All right, sir, we are going to move over to one of our last topics. My God, it felt like we were going forever. Oh, whether or not all that wonderful stuff. So our last topic of the day is, and we got the lyrics coming up, is Eminem put out a new song. You posted it into our chat itself. It's called what? Into the Darkness, I believe. Oh, yes. No, just Darkness.
Oh, no, Darkness.
Just Darkness. And I kind of figured out where this song was going. I think at the start of the second verse. And for those who don't know, basically, it seems like this Eminem is looks like he's going through the mind of the Las Vegas shooter that basically gunned down all those people during a country concert back where he was. I forget what was it. It begins with the M. I forget the name of that hotel. But it's basically it's not the Marriott. It's another one. It begins with M.
It was either the Mandalay Bay or
it was Mandalay Bay. That's the one.
Okay.
It was Mandalay Bay. You're correct. So it's basically Eminem is basically he's rapping. He's going through basically he's trying to get in the head of basically the shooter itself, right? And then at the same time he's also trying to make a statement on it seems like it on basically gun violence and so forth. What did you think of this song?
I like as far as the lyrics and stuff go. I do like that he wasn't using his staccato flow, and I like the fact that he actually slowed the lyrics down to show that he's taking the song seriously. I understand where he was going, but I don't. It's one of those things that even though it reads clearly, I think a lot of people are going to take it the wrong way, and I don't know if he should have did it like this. And I might even be wrong with my perception of it, but basically what I'm getting from this, basically he's showing the differences of people who have these sort of mental issues, depression and that sort of thing. And he's basically saying there's not much of a difference, especially when he was all on drugs and stuff like that. But the thing is he had his career, the audience and stuff like that, saying that if people don't get help, they're a short way. It's almost like the whole the Joker thing from the Killing Joke, that it only takes one bad day to drive somebody off the edge. Yeah, sort of thing. So I feel that's where he was trying to get to get at with the basically showing the transitions of almost him and the guy being very, very similar, but his life going a different route, sort of thing. So,
interesting. So you took it differently. Okay, and real quick, Mega stated that was MGM. Thank you, Mega. It was MGM Mega. Hotel. So you looked at it as it was he was showing the comparison between him and the guy. That's interesting. I thought it was him taking basically the idea of him becoming the guy and getting into his mind. So maybe the first verse might have been mainly from his perspective, and the second verse probably was more from the other guy's perspective.
There's some lyrics that bounce around, like between him when he's talking about the the stage, and then when he's talking the stage verse, I forgot exactly the line that he said, but it's like there's a play on words that basically it's a comparison sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like basically I'm like leading up to that, talking about the whole searching for the last bit of volume and drunken and being drunken, like and all the other stuff. I feel he's basically saying at that point he's walking the same path as the guy, but then it's like with all his anxiety and all the other things, but then after that basically when the play on words happens, it splits, and he's talking about himself as like on the stage, and he's talking about that guy being on a different sort of platform himself. Like that's what I got out of it anyway.
And real quick, Mega says he think I was wrong. I don't know if that's what you mean by that.
He means by the casino.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So this isn't the first time M did it. I mean, M is, he's done these type of songs before, with the most popular one being Stan. And I think Stan was done a little bit better than this one. I don't know. I agree with you. It was interesting to hear him do a different flow for it, but I don't know. It was just something about the song. I applaud him for what he was trying to say, but it's a song that I wouldn't listen to again, right? Or even look at the video again. If it was playing on the radio or on Spotify or something, I would probably just click fast forward and just move on, right? Like, even if Stan comes on, there's still something about the Stan song itself that I'll listen through and still go through, all of it,
He makes me feel that he wants to step in, like he wants his rap career to step into the political arena, like, but he just won't fully pull the trigger. Like, he'll just sprinkle songs here and there, like he had the Trump freestyle for the BET cipher, and then when he had that horrible one song on the previous album before Kamikaze. So like every now and then you'll just see him like splatter these type of songs, and it makes me feel that he wants to do like some sort of PE type album, but he just doesn't have either he doesn't have the I don't want to say the guts, the confidence maybe to actually do a whole album like that.
It's so interesting that you say that. And real quick, Payne said he can never do it in the chat. And it's interesting, it's because you're both on the same page, but it's interesting that you say confidence, because it's like people put up M up there in terms of lyrical skills and all as like basically one of the greatest. If he's not your top, he's definitely in the list of tops. So it's very interesting that he has so many confidence issues in terms of his craft. It's like, what else more is he looking for?
It's kind of sad in a way, because it's like I do feel that every time he puts an album out, it always makes me feel that he's trying to still rechase his glory days, especially on the way that some of the songs feel. Yeah. The type of beats and melodies that they use. Like, I think the only time the best, I always see him at his best when he's featuring on somebody else's album.
Yep.
It's like the best him actually comes out at that time. Nowadays anyway. So it's like I think he should take cues from Royce da 5'9". Royce's last 3 albums have been like amazing as far as maturity and growth goes. Like, he's talking a lot of grown man shit. He's basically dealing with a lot of things that are going on in neighborhoods. He's basically handing out knowledge, and he seems to be going Royce seems to be going pretty political himself. So like, if M doesn't have to go political, I would just like to hear a mature album from him talking about things, how he feels about current events. Any Eminem song, any Eminem album, anytime he deals with serious stuff, I always feel those are his best songs. Like, wherever we go back to his hit Stand, where we go back to the one song where he actually apologized to his mom and everything for all the stuff that they went through, which I feel was the best song on that album. Like, I feel every time he does that type of song, like that's the best that comes out of him.
Real quick comments. He had to do the entire free, and he would have to have backup, not creative, just lyrical. Lyrics can't account for artistic ability. He sold away. So in terms of, oh man, I lost my train of thought reading that. But you were talking about in terms of political albums and doing Royce. Here's the thing though, if he did grown man shit, what would it be? Would it be nothing but drug stuff? I mean, he does that a lot in most of his CDs. Talk about recovering and then his issues with what was the dude who died that sent him over the edge, almost back into drugs? Was it Proof?
That could have been it.
Yeah, I think it was Proof. It was like in one of his like first 2 CDs he was talking about it. I mean, like, what's grown man bars from Eminem going to be outside of drug use and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I mean, what's he really going to rap about, right? You know, like Jay-Z could rap about issues that affect like the black community and things like that. What is M going to really affect outside of maybe political stuff, right? Gun violence and shit like that. So I think that's pretty much most of the stuff that you're going to really get from him in terms of grown man bars, as one would say. And Payne says he's going down. He's done grown man-ish, and it was only about drugs, his exes, and his daughters. Yep, that's what I say. Yeah, that's usually what he usually talks about, because that's usually the one thing that usually affects him. So where would you put this video, sir, in this song? I told you I would probably never listen to it again. What about you?
I'm actually going to try to listen to it again to actually see. You know, there's some songs out there that actually sound better to you on the second try.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm actually gonna give that to see if it actually sounds like, it doesn't sound horrible to me, but it is one of those, like you just said, it's one of those one plays that you don't play again. So I'm actually gonna listen to it again. But if I had to rate it out of a 1 out of 5, I'll give it a 4, and I'm only gonna give it a high
Wow.
I give it a high number because of the content that he was talking about, as well as the I'm seriously not feeling the beat. I do like Royce's beats, but I don't think this is one of Royce's best. But I do his wordplay was great, and I do feel like where he was going at, and and I think it was very, very clever how he put it together.
Mega says rinse and repeat, laugh my ass off at basically you giving it a 4, and his score is a 2. And I kind of agree with Mega. I might go as high as maybe 3, but I'm with Mega on this one. I give him points because, like you, I agree. The content and where he was going, I think, was awesome. But to me, the delivery was...
You feel it was off?
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to lie, and I'm going to get chastised in chat. I would rather put on one of those Nick Cannon diss songs again before I listen to this song again.
Well, because they're entertaining?
Yeah, they're at least entertaining. Yes, agreed.
The Wild 'N Out shoe dropping.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh man. All right, so anything else you want to add before we move over to the last thing?
Nope.
All right, this is our what the fuck of the week. Where's that Kodak Black at? I don't know, sir. In jail? I think Kodak Black's in jail, sir.
Yeah.
Put that on. You're funny. We're not putting on a Kodak Black. But anyway, so we got our what the fuck of the week. We call it WoW. And I'm going to play it for you so y'all can listen and sing. For a moment here, I actually thought it was Florida. But no, it's Cleveland. So we all got to go to DW Mage and ask him what's up with his people. Since he's a Cleveland guy. All right, let's I want to mute.
Spreading.
Yep, I'm going to mute you for a second, Two Beards, until we play through this, and I'm going to leave it at Mega saying free Kodak. So I'm going to mute you for a second, sir, and then we'll play this.
911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I'm in Cleveland Heights. I just did a fake robbery prank on my mom, and she ran, and I know she called the police. She's nowhere to be found.
Cleveland Heights police say a 17-year-old boy's idea of playing a prank on his mother was to conspire with 3 of his friends, who covered their faces and confronted the 40-year-old woman in her driveway and ordered her into her house, where they pointed a gun at her head, told her to get on the floor, and demanded her money. The so-called prank ended badly for the teen and his friends when the 17-year-old staged a fight with the intruders and his terrified mother ran out of the house.
I just don't want the police to come here aggressive, if you get what I'm saying.
You did a fake robbery prank on your mother?
Yeah, but she thought it was for real. Like, when I got to wrestling my friend for fake, she ran out the house.
All right, can you explain to me what happened and why you did that to your mother?
I do YouTube. I'm
okay.
famous on YouTube. So I did a YouTube prank.
Yeah, sir. What do you think? What do you think of? Yeah.
I talk with this sort of stuff about pain all the time, about the need for clout, and like attention is a horrible disease that causes people to do stuff like this and not even think about what they're actually doing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's beyond stupid. Like I can't even I don't even got any jokes for this one. It's just dumb. Especially the whole him call, and it's if he has a YouTube, he should already know that most of those pranks are staged and they're actually written out with actors and scripted and stuff like that. The fact that he actually would have tried to, that he actually scared his own mom like this, with making her think that that they're actually being robbed. That's insane. What if your mom had a heart attack or something like that?
Exactly.
It's beyond stupid, man. I like to say hopefully he learned his lesson, but I doubt it. He could probably do something more stupid down the line, but we'll see.
Well, I hope this is a lesson to people. I doubt people will get the lesson like licking ice cream and putting it back in stores.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Young kids, you know, this is what I was arguing about. Young kids, you know, they make mistakes, and this was a very, 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 very stupid mistake that I hope doesn't follow this kid for the rest of his life. I hope not. And I hope that he kind of takes a step back to see how dumb it was. I just don't understand. Like, you have your friends come up with a gun on your mom, and then you supposedly wrestle them. How do you not know that your mom doesn't run in the house and go grab a knife and then start stabbing them?
Yeah, exactly. How do you know that your mom doesn't have a piece that she's hidden all this time to actually protect herself?
Exactly. Or like you said before, what happens if she has a stroke or a heart attack from this?
And it's just like absolutely no fault put into this sort of thing whatsoever.
No. Near death.
It just amazes me that people can be that stupid.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I know it's like usually I try to find a Florida one, but I wanted to talk about this one. There was plenty of Florida ones to go to, but I definitely wanted to talk about this one because I just wanted to be an example. Mega says, like, making a tape you don't want people to see. Hey, that's fine, but if something like I said before, if you have something that you have that's private on your stuff and somebody hacks in and does it, that's one thing. You do it. She dealt with the ramifications for it. For our boss and all to keep making jokes of it on live air, that's something different. But
for everybody who is tuning in, if you would like classes on false equivalency, I can hook you up with Mega's address. He'll get you ready.
Thank you, sir. False equivalency. Thank you.
You want to argue apples to orange?
I know, man.
He's got your damn pet.
Gotcha. Man, what is she?
If you want to go into arguments not making a lick of damn sense, Mega's got you.
Let me talk out my ass for a minute there, folks. Oh my God, dude. But once again, people make mistakes, man, especially when you're young. You make a lot of mistakes. It shouldn't be something that defines you for the rest of your life because you made a damn mistake, right? People should be able to have a second chance. Go ahead.
Your Payne says, like, seriously, guys, he can have his opinion.
Yes.
Megan says, yes, you can have your opinion, but I can have my opinion and I can fucking trash you. That's
Thank
how it
you.
works. Like, you can trash me as well. Your opinion is not a fucking shield for deflection or anything like that.
Exactly. It's like I don't understand how people could be like, oh, you're white knighting, you're this, you're that, but then you say something back and it's like, oh no, wait, no, you can't say anything. But you're white knighting, you're this, you're that, but no, you can't say anything. What is this?
Yeah, you have an opinion and I have mine. It's just like I say the shit about free speech all the time. I have the free speech to fucking trash you. Like, I don't fucking get it.
You're doing it behind the mic. He doesn't have a leg to stand on.
You want me to? We invited him to come onto the show multiple times.
Yeah.
He can get his ass kicked in audio too.
Damn.
I mean, like, damn. I mean, you say something, I'm not gonna hold your hand. It's like, it's okay, baby. I'm not gonna walk you across the street.
Oh
you say
my
some dumb
goodness!
shit, I'm gonna call you out on it.
Folks, I know who listened to the first episode. We were very hostile. We're normally not this hostile. It's just that what Payne doesn't understand is that Mega is a troll, and he does this to get rises out of people. He's backing them up, but he doesn't realize that he's just... Mega will say anything. If you say the sky is red, he'll say it's blue. If you say it's black, he'll say it's white. He does it to get a rise out of you. In fact, anything I say, he says the opposite. It doesn't matter. You don't have to hear him. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm not telling you what it is. You're not going to hear him because, as Tuber says, he don't come on here. He just types. He's a keyboard warrior, and he likes to troll people. You could defend keyboard warriors who like to troll people. That's fine. That's what you want to do. That's fine. But guess what? If you come at us, we're going to come back. And you get so the last 10 seconds don't matter. Oh, you're talking about beards. For some reason he doesn't hear you, sir.
Like it's like if somebody has the right to their opinion, I have the right to my opinion. So it's like just like when I'm saying what I was saying, he automatically threw up his shot on why he thought I was wrong. Then I'm going to bounce back and tell him why I think he's wrong.
Yep, that's fair. But guess what? We still love you.
Yeah.
No matter what, we still love you. Good or bad, it don't matter here. And as we said in the first episode, you give us positive comments, give us negative comments. It don't matter. We're grown men. We could take it.
Pretty much.
Well, that was a very long show, longer than I needed it to be. I want to say thank you to Mega and Payne in chat. Oh my goodness, that was a fun conversation. That was and Mega says he did not say you were wrong.
Oh, 100.
There you go. He says 100 if y'all still can't hear him. But that was a fun show. So once again, we will be back again next Friday. For those who did hear, Tuesday, I will be unfortunately rapping. What's that song again? Oh, let's play it real quick for the folks real quick. I will be rapping this song as Penalty. Oh, this is the most ignorant stuff I've ever seen. But yes, we'll be doing that Tuesday. So Mega wants to leave and say, you just follow the trends. Your wife beaters come back out. You'll be using the B word again. Your voice level is high right now. Like I said, he's a troll, and that's what Mega does. He tries to get the rise out of you. Tess says, "Laugh out loud," because she knows none of that is true. But thank you, sir.
One day you're going to be able to actually form an argument, and the world's going to end. It's going to be that. It's going to be the day that the Bible speaks of. Guys going to be like, oh shit, Mega made an argument. You're going to hit the gong, and that's going to be it.
Oh, man. Payne says no more Eminem, please. Well, if he's in a popular topic, we may talk about it, but generally, no more Eminem. But I can't make any promises. Thank you, Two Beards, as always, for joining us.
Oh, no problem.
Roku, thank you for joining us in this show.
Thank you, Roku.
Out there lurking.
Have you on the show again?
Yes, I was going to say that. Yes, we got to get you back on for another episode. Hopefully, we can get your mic fixed. For those who don't know, episode 5 of the podcast is out and it is available. Please join my Twitter. And before I give all my stuff, go ahead, Mr. Two Beards, wrap us up by telling the fine folks where they can find you.
You can find me basically under Bitsaki if you're looking for my artwork. And under Scorpio Report for Twitter. I will soon start having a Two Beards account for my social stuff like this as well. But basically, it'll be split into two things. Bitsaki is for my art, and Two Beards is for video games and commentary and this sort of thing.
Oh, cool.
I also would like everyone to know that it is okay to be part of the He-Man Woman Haters Club. Don't be like me. Don't have empathy for women. That is the way of the moist. You can you don't have to. There are people out there who will respect you. You can hate all the women that you want. It's a completely okay thing. Like, you know. All right, so yes.
Oh my God! Before I get to my, thank you, sir. Before I get to my social, Payne said that M would have probably screwed Paige, made a song about it while killing her, and I agree with him 100% because that is 100% in Eminem's repertoire of stuff to do. But for me, folks, if you want to meet up with me or see anything, if you're watching now, you already have my Twitter. Just hit that follow button right above. And for my Twitter and for my YouTube, it is ARNGM. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, I'm sorry, that was my Twitch and YouTube. And if you want to hit me up on Twitter, it's at ARNGames, ARNGAMES. And that's just basically where we post all the information, videos, and so forth. But if you really want to get at me, where you want comments, you want to, clap back on Twitter and, talk and have fun, you can hit me up at Moebees, MOEBEES. That is me. And yes, so Mega says this was sponsored by Skin So Soft. Yes, he looks like an Avon man who would rub some Skin So Soft all over his nice, moist, soft body. So yes. Yeah. Yep. Mega Sharman, as we used to call him. Thank you, sir.
So remember, you want to join the He-Man Women's Hater Club, just hit up Mega Diesel. You can register on at his Twitter. If that's what you would like to do.
Wow, silky smooth.
For all you men out there who hate women, who get a case of the cry-alones whenever you see a woman lead in a movie. The word woman empowerment gives you the shakes or make you have seizures. You can hit Mega up. He's got everything that you need.
Oh my God. Yo, you come up with an outro for us yet, man?
Nah, all my outros are horrible.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Payne says, talk to your president. Didn't you know Mega voted for our president? He's going to vote for him again next year. He said that in our Discord.
Terms when it comes to women.
He said he's voting for our president again. So, yes, he's a fan. He's a Trumpster, sir.
Why do you think Mega has disdain and disgust for women? He following the president's playbook.
There you go.
He's like, yes, tell me more, mentor.
So, yeah, don't talk to your president. Talk to Mega.
Yeah.
Him and Judge Joe Brown chilling together, hating on women.
He's like, Black Power, what is that? Where the MAGA hats at?
Mega MAGA hats. Yep, I can see it now.
He gonna go into his closet and pull that shit out right now. Look in the mirror. I have 3 fault.
Make E great again. That's his mega hat. Make E great again.
You're ready to pull your shoes out and do the massa dance.
Oh my God!
I still love you.
You don't have to lie to all your fans and say you vote for Hillary.
Yeah,
we all know who you voted for. I can bring up receipts of you talking about voting for Trump, but that's fine.
Like I said, you can put the hat on. I'm not even gonna make. It's all good.
Man. Well, folks, thank you for joining, and we will be back again next week. Remember to come join us on Tuesday to unfortunately see me rap karaoke to Young Thug's Lifestyle.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, thank you, Beards. Until then, folks, stay safe. Peace out. You're not gonna say bye to the people, sir?
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. We love y'all.
Jeez. A little bit testy there, aren't we?
Oh, no. I was actually waiting for you to finish. I didn't want to stop. So abrupt stop like that.
He said, Whitlock, peace out.
Hey.
Whitlock is idle.
If the outfit fits the person. If the red cap fits.
Oh, my God. All right, I'm out. Peace out, y'all.